My name is Ruth Psenica. Welcome to this casual channel where we lean into the joy that life has and highlight the value that life has to show us as well. So, this week is week 10. I basically 10 weeks ago said I'm going to give myself a year to make all of my dreams come true. Those dreams are related to my 3 channels. I want to grow my channels to having 5,000 subscribers, 2 of them. One of them I don't really care where that goes. And attached to those, I also want to do kind of out there things. Like, I want to start a podcast that's not independently run. I could start a podcast right now, but I want it to be picked up by like a major podcast company. I want to write a book. No idea what the book would be on. I want to move into a more modern apartment, which is like kind of my goal for this happening within a year. I want to do a lot of things which are probably going to be listed on the screen or were listed on the screen. And this is just where I'm kind of at with all of those things. I update my channel statistics as to where my channels are, because it kind of helps me keep track of, you know, where the heck I started and then where the heck I'm going, where the heck I am. I'm gonna keep it a little bit shorter because I just feel like those are the most important things to bring up. Okay, so we'll get into my channel statistics because that's kind of the thing that I've been focusing on most. This week, for each of my channels, this channel has unfortunately lost subscribers again, but it's not that unfortunate because I feel like I'm just kind of finding my audience and building upon that. Even though it's losing, you still are trying to like see who's most authentic and who like most aligns with you. And then also on top of that, I'm being pushed to make more content that I want to attract more people with, whereas most of my subscribers come from my one video, me talking about the lottery, but it's like that's not what my content is anymore. It was for like that one video. So this channel I have 705 subscribers, which I think last week I had 708, so I lost 3 subscribers. I do not feel bad at all about that because I am building. You know, I would feel bad if I was like consistently putting out things that like aligned with me and I was really trying for like weeks, but I'm gonna just rebuilding, I guess. And then we have my book channel. I cannot remember what I was at last week, but this week I am at 25 subscribers. I got like a gust of a couple subscribers. By couple I mean like 20, which is like big for me, genuinely impactful for me, my word. And then my main channel, I still have 1,650 subscribers. I'm still stuck in having 1,350, 380. I feel incredibly happy to know that although numbers are low, although things can be discouraging, every single day is a lottery and I can build up from wherever the heck I'm starting from. So I had some thoughts the other day on this walk that I went on this walk meditation, so I wanted to share some of that in this without just repeating it. So I'm gonna throw it back to past Ruth. I just went on the most beautiful walk. The walk was so impactful to me that I had to come home and journal about it, even though nothing out of the blue was noted, no crazy events happened. I just felt so impacted that I had to write down what I was feeling. And it was all due to this meditation that really, really helped me and maybe changed some of my like brain cells, some of my brain chemistry. Before I went on this walk, I was reflecting on how normally when I come home, I'm too tired to do anything. I don't want to put mental, physical, emotional energy into anything, so I just nap. I have been intentionally trying to change that habit so that I can feel like my life has more value than just coming home and sleeping and then getting up and doing the whole thing over again. So before the walk, I was texting my husband. I was like, I just feel so at peace right now. I feel so incredibly at peace, and I'm loving our routine right now, these choices that we've made together. So as I'm, you know, doing the walk, telling my husband, I decided to open up a meditation on Insight Timer. Insight Timer is an app that's focused on like mindfulness, meditation, healing, what have you. If you want mindfulness content, it's there. So I opened this app up to look for like walk meditations. I didn't even know if that was going to be a thing, but I knew they were going to have it. So I looked up this walk meditation, and the prompt from this woman, I'm going to include her information here because the walk really helped me. So if it helps you, hey. The woman had this meditation focused on the 5 senses. And so as I was listening, she said, okay, what are you seeing? note what you're seeing. Take a moment to just stop and look at what you're seeing. So I'm like looking up from my phone being like, wow, look at life. Look how beautiful life is. So, you know, I'm seeing these beautiful shades of all of the plants around me, you know, the greens, the yellows, the pinks of the flowers. I'm seeing families on bikes. I'm seeing my community. I'm seeing so many things that bring so much happiness. The flowers and vegetables that are being planted that took intention for people to create. I'm seeing my beautiful neighborhood in some spots that I haven't seen before as well. And then what are you hearing? Honestly, what I heard kind of felt like a symphony as I stopped to listen to it. I was hearing the birds, I was hearing the wind, the traffic, like they were all working together so well. It was like the sounds I was hearing were the type of things I look up to in order to calm myself, even though I could just walk outside and do that. What was I smelling? Honestly, just the cleanliness of the earth, which was beautiful. What was I feeling? I was just feeling a genuine, just a strong appreciation for all that I have. And that is Al-Anon talk. That's something that we say in the Serenity Prayer. We have to remind ourselves to have an appreciation for all that I have, tolerance for those with different struggles, and the strength to get up and try again one day at a time. And I was really feeling that. And honestly, I was feeling a little bit sad because I was looking at my other neighbors' creations, you know, the things they've planted, and really genuinely reflecting on the fact that I have contempt for one of my neighbors. One of their children keeps knocking on our door at random hours, and I don't appreciate it, but it reminded me being outside, like, people create things, people build communities around here, and my neighbors are just a part of that community, and I should not feel this much anger for them. I should come at them with love. At one point I did confront them and be like, who was knocking on my door? And I probably scared them, when I'm really a loving person who wants to project love and not anger. Ugh, and I feel bad. But that's what I was feeling, was just, we are all coming together in love. We are all presenting different things. We are all feeling different things, but we live all in the same community that is so beautiful and needs to be appreciated. So that was a walk that I had that like really reframed how I feel about myself and my neighborhood.